What if the most important secret agent in the O.W.C.A. wasn't Perry the Platypus, but the awkward intern who answered the phone? Today we're taking a look at the complete life story of Carl Karl, Major Monogram's loyal assistant, the O.W.C.A.'s hardest working intern, and one of the funniest side characters in Phineas and Ferb. Let's get started. Carl's early life. Carl Karl was born in Chula Vista, California before eventually moving to Danville. Not much is known about his childhood, but even from a young age he was incredibly polite, responsible, and eager to help others. Unlike many of the show's larger-than-life characters, Carl is just an ordinary young man trying to do his best. Before long, he found an opportunity that would change his life forever. Joining the O.W.C.A. several years before the events of the series, Carl joined the organization without a cool acronym, better known as the O.W.C.A. His position? An unpaid intern. Yes, despite handling incredibly important missions, operating high-tech equipment, and helping save the tri-state area countless times, Carl was only receiving college credit for his work. Even so, Carl never complained. He faithfully answered Major Monogram's calls, prepared mission briefings for Agent P, managed surveillance equipment, and kept the organization running behind the scenes. Working with Major Monogram, Carl quickly became Major Monogram's most trusted assistant. Whenever Agent P entered headquarters, Carl was usually the first person to greet him. While Major Monogram delivered mission briefings, Carl controlled the screens, maps, gadgets, and cameras. Unfortunately, he also became the target of Major Monogram's constant frustration. Whenever technology malfunctioned or something went wrong, Carl usually heard one familiar phrase, "Carl." Despite the yelling, the two clearly respected each other, and Carl remained completely loyal to his boss. Meeting Perry the Platypus. Carl worked closely with Agent P on nearly every mission. Although Perry rarely spoke, Carl understood exactly what was happening. He supplied information, tracked Dr. Doofenshmirtz's latest inventions, and often helped coordinate O.W.C.A. operations. Without Carl, many missions would have been much more difficult. Everyday jobs. Because unpaid internships don't exactly pay the bills, Carl worked several other jobs around Danville. Over the course of the series he was seen working as a pizza delivery driver, a birthday clown, a waiter, a mall employee. No matter what the job was, Carl always gave it his best effort. Undercover Carl. One of Carl's biggest moments came during the episode, Undercover Carl. Major Monogram assigned him to go undercover, giving Carl a rare chance to become the star of the mission instead of staying behind the computer. Although nervous at first, Carl showed surprising bravery and proved he could handle fieldwork just as well as office duties. The episode revealed that Carl was much more capable than most people realized. Carl's personality. Carl is incredibly kind. He's respectful, hardworking, honest, and almost impossible to dislike. Even when people underestimate him, Carl never loses his positive attitude. He genuinely wants to help everyone around him, making him one of the nicest characters in the entire series. Alternate versions. Because Phineas and Ferb loves alternate timelines, Carl appears in several different versions. In historical adventures, futuristic timelines, and alternate dimensions, Carl often serves similar leadership roles. Even centuries apart, he's still dependable. One future version even becomes Commander Carl, showing just how much he eventually grows within the O.W.C.A. organization. Carl in the future. Years after the original series, Carl is no longer just an intern. He eventually rises through the ranks and becomes Commander Carl. This promotion proves something fans had suspected all along. His years of dedication finally paid off. The awkward intern who once fetched equipment became one of the leaders of the O.W.C.A. Why fans love Carl. Carl doesn't have superpowers. He isn't a genius inventor. He isn't an action hero. Yet fans love him because he's relatable. He's hardworking, humble, and always willing to help, even when nobody notices. Every organization needs someone like Carl, the dependable person making everything work behind the scenes. From an unpaid intern to commander of the O.W.C.A, Carl Karl quietly became one of the biggest success stories in Phineas and Ferb. He proved that kindness, loyalty, and hard work can be just as heroic as fighting evil scientists. And while Perry may get all the credit, the O.W.C.A probably couldn't function without Carl Karl. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know which Phineas and Ferb character you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching. Also, get me to 1K subscribers, so I can do a face reveal soon.